Granny, oh, it's trouble this time. Means she's not paid taxes in decades. I pick up the phone. Taxman's at her door. You know I'm not leaving my grandma in a home. Happy's gone. Gonna win. Send the ball home with the wind. That's all I got. That took me hours.
Yeah, let's use yours. This was one that was like, oh, this is the only thing that came to mind.
Tuesday's Gone.
Yeah.
Tuesday's Gone. Good song.
Inexplicably used in this film. I was thinking about it today and thinking about how much fucking Lynyrd Skynyrd was popular for some reason in the 90s.
Oh, it was full 70s resurgence. That's why.
I was one of those that, like, I didn't know Tuesday's Gone as a Lynyrd Skynyrd song until way later. Like, I grew up with Tuesday's Gone being a Metallica song.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Garage Inc.
Garage Inc.
Yeah.
And then I just thought that this was like a acoustic cover.
Country version.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really
That's
he's
even
not
better.
nailing
I love it when that happens.
He's not nailing it the way Hetfield does. I don't get it.
You don't really hear it.
Where's John Popper? Come on.
Do we, since this is part 2, do we want to just roll in or do we want to do the full-on
You want
listening?
to do the intro?
Sure, why not?
Go for it, man.
All right. You're listening to the Nostalgia Killers, an amazing podcast where I don't have notes for, so I'm just going to freestyle. We're listening to the Nostalgia Killers, a podcast where we revisit films from our youth and decide whether or not they should be recycled, monitored, or sent to that great DVD player in the sky. I just realized the same thing as recycled. So here we are, crashing and burning.
Who are you and where's Chuck?
I know.
Do you work here?
Sir.
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 All right, take 2.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. People get it.
Hopefully.
DVD in the sky.
Yeah.
This might be the last episode that is run anyways, so.
There we go. You know what? We knocked it out of the park. This is the final one.
You're getting sued by DVD.
As always, I'm Chuck Starzinski. And today I am joined by Luke Lond,
Hello.
Jason Santos yet again.
I'm back.
Never left.
I didn't leave.
Did not leave.
It's been 15 minutes.
Just chained to the chair.
Please help me out.
Send help.
Blink twice if you're okay.
Yeah.
You didn't blink close enough to the microphone. No one can hear.
Just bang on your cage and Billy Madison's over again.
Oh, yeah. For anyone who's just joining us, I don't know why you would just be joining us, but we are doing an amazing 2-parter double feature for our double-digit episode here. So this is episode 10/11 or just episode 10. I don't know. I don't know how podcasts work.
Part 2.
Part 2.
10.5.
10.5.
Sure.
Looks like part 2.
Part 2. Well, anyways, as you can tell, we're doing a great job so far. But for the second half of our double feature podcast, we will be talking about a much better film than Billy Madison. We're discussing Happy Gilmore.
Agreed.
Happy.
Yeah, I think you want to just jump in, or do you want to do the whole nostalgia thing over again? Because I feel like they just kind of blend together with that.
Sure, if you want to. Like, we can just say, like, nostalgia-wise, it's very similar to Billy Madison. We watched them all at the same time. They came out 1 year apart. Yada, yada, yada. I was just going to give the elevator pitch.
Yeah, please do.
So, Happy Gilmore must set aside his pride as a hockey player and play golf in order to raise money to save his grandmother's home.
The home which his grandfather built by hand.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't build a condo by hand.
No. I know. That's like, this movie has heart. That's, I think, the most important thing about this film.
More, yeah.
The grandmother's super endearing, too.
Oh, yeah.
Super endearing.
Yeah, we can.
I do have some unique nostalgia to this movie, though. And, like, rewatching it.
Yeah.
So, golfing as a kid, my brother's a big golfer, so he kind of indoctrinated me as a golfer early on. Haven't golfed since I was a kid, but that was always playing because of that. But having rewatched it and watching it kind of like through high school, I was working at a senior community.
Oh,
So like the Ben Stiller bits in this movie.
it's home alone for you.
Oh God, God! There's so many times I just wanted to be that guy and couldn't. Oh,
Bedtime, dearie.
yeah. The amount of times I wanted to say like, I can get you a glass of shut the hell up. Oh, still to this day, I wish I could have just done it once.
Wow.
So yeah. There's that.
And the confession's out.
Yeah.
All right.
And people know. If you've ever worked in a senior community, you know too.
Oh man, but yeah, this movie is a complete 180 from Billy Madison. Even just like the intro is stellar. The whole having a life story, your entire character's background in the opening credit sequence, and having it work.
Yeah.
It did work.
Yep.
No,
It
it did.
sets the stage perfectly well.
Yeah. Also, I could just watch that intro sequence all day. Like that's just a fun little bit that could just play as its own little short film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get everything you need to know. Grew up a diehard hockey fan. You get to meet his father who passes away. Grandma takes him in wearing a Kiss mask, which is amazing.
Yeah.
She just likes like Gene Simmons.
Yeah, exactly. Just to cheer me up. Like that gets me every time.
It'd be great if she didn't wear that for him. She just happened to have it on. It was her normal mask wearing day.
Exactly.
She's
like,
a
oh,
big Kiss fan.
Yeah.
Big Kiss fan.
Oh shit, the grandson's here. But
You learn about his two records.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one is obvious, and the other one is
Almost killing a guy.
well. There's that one, and then most time spent in a penalty box is like the one everyone forgets, and the other one is taking a skate off and trying to stab a guy middle of the game.
Yep.
Which I don't think. I am pretty sure that ice skates don't work that way. They're not actually knives,
Oh, they are. They're very sharp.
but they're double edged, right? So there's like.
No, they come off skates. So they're, well,
We can deep
We
dive
can
this.
get
for
into
the
Yeah, I was gonna say we can get into this. I also
Um,
picture him using it like just unlacing, and like if you were to, take your boot off and try and hit somebody with it. That's
you
what I
could
picture.
slash someone with it and it
Yeah.
would cut, but you can't like.
Oh no, I don't think he's
You
trying to
can't
stab.
well, there's the front edge as a point.
Not
That's for dragging and.
but that's for figure skates, not hockey skates. Don't have the
It's still-
toe tip.
It's not like a point, but it's kind of it's rounded.
I don't know.
And the blades, at least these days, the blades come right off. They get swapped out really quick. Back in the day, they were kind of attached more, but they're sharp as fuck, man. I would want to be.
I mean, a hockey
That's-
player.
Either way, I don't want to be.
That's
I
the
don't want
danger
someone.
end of the hockey player.
I don't want someone taking off a skate and coming after me. Either way.
But the other question is like, how does no one's ever thought about this. We're diving deep on this, like
Right, we're gonna
first
figure this
30
out.
seconds.
I was gonna say this is gonna be a 3-parter because we're gonna spend
He
an
took-
hour on the skate.
He took his skate off. How are you skating after the guy? Everyone ever thought about that?
I imagined he'd already be on top of him,
But
holding on to him.
skates are laced all the way up to your like.
Yeah, it's
Calf.
a long hold. Yeah,
It's a long time
sure.
of like, you stay right there, sir, and don't skate away.
Yeah.
Let me just untie this.
I never questioned it.
Yeah, I mean, it always worked, but we're killing the nostalgia here.
Yes. All my time playing hockey, it made sense to me.
All right.
But
All right.
I love also that he's just awful at hockey.
he's so
I love
bad.
that he's got the
He's got a
passion.
great shot.
He's got the drive. He doesn't have the talent.
How can you play that long and never skate?
Yeah, I know. I
Like,
love that he can barely just stand up.
That was a great joke, but I don't. Yeah, that's the one unbelievable thing.
That's why you're killing it.
Yeah, it's like,
Doesn't,
there's
the
no
premise
way.
doesn't work.
There's no way. Doesn't matter. Eventually, you get good.
While we're still in the intro too, I love the whole introduction to all of the jobs that he had.
Oh,
He's
yes.
like, I was a gas station attendant. I was a construction worker.
Dick
It's just
joke. Dick joke.
It's just dick joke. It's just, oh, hey, I'm going to use this tool as like a pretend
I'm going
penis
to
every
use
time.
this construction cone
This-
as
this-
a penis.
this
I'm going
mop,
to use this
I'm
mop
gonna
as a penis.
Right in the bowl, feeling the flow.
He was the security guard.
Yeah.
Right?
He took
I'm
a
going to use this
nightstick.
nightstick
Put it in this guy's
as a
face.
penis.
Also getting fired for nail gunning your boss in the head.
Not how nail guns work either, just saying.
Nope.
For poking holes, we're poking holes.
Yeah, do it. Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, you have to have it pushed against something for it to trigger.
You got to tie it down
or you can
shoot it.
You can like pull it back, which is not. I mean, it's like you got to pull the foreskin a little bit, but it's exactly the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not. You couldn't actually shoot someone in the head like just bang bang. Not gonna happen.
But yeah, this movie is also just like it's the perfect use of that 90s Adam Sandler idea. It's taking his annoying man-child character and just distilling it and giving him a plot and giving him a through line of action.
And purpose.
He has beats in this movie. Also, I wonder if I would have liked this movie as much as I did had I not followed it directly from Billy Madison, if I came in clean. But it's like after Billy, I was like, oh, dude.
Anything's going to be better.
Anything is going to be great. And this
got
one,
a plot line?
I don't know, but this one also has laughs. This movie had me continuously laughing. I was actually surprised at how well the joke still ended. I love the, just working through the plot here, I love the intercom breakup with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's such a great scene.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby, don't go. That's like, fine, leave. You're a lousy kindergarten teacher. I saw the finger paints your students did and they suck.
Starts like...
I didn't mean that, baby.
Yeah. It was like full on cunnilingus onto
the intercom.
Onto the intercom. And it's just like cuts to like a 12-year-old.
She's already left a long time ago.
12-year-old's just like, oh God, what am I listening to?
Yeah, his rendition of Night Goes Easy and just like slowly attracting all the strangers walking by. I love that the kid doesn't leave either. No. The kid's just there entranced the entire time.
He's learning things.
Exactly. Also, I'm so glad that I love this is also this movie's just full of such good bits. That's the thing, is like I love that he buzzes her up thinking that it's the girlfriend coming back and it's the old Asian woman that was walking by.
Yeah.
And then this fucking movie doesn't pull any punches and sticks to the joke. She stays over.
She's there the next morning. Yeah. In his t-shirt.
In his t-shirt with his thing of Captain Crunch. Yeah. You don't want breakfast? That's so fucking good. No, this movie delivers every time.
It's got not just Adam Sandler. It's got the entourage, like everyone who's in it. Ben Stiller, strangely uncredited.
Uncredited, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
As the handlebar mustached
Hal L.
orderly at the old folks' home.
Yeah.
No, he honestly, like, I don't want to jump ahead too far, but he is. I gotta like. He doesn't win the movie, but he's up there.
Very close. Yeah.
He's very
iconic.
close.
I mean, he's like his performance became memes before there were memes.
I think easily the most identifiable quotes from the movie come from him.
You will go to sleep or I will put you to sleep. You're in my world now, Grandma. As long as we're on him too, one of my favorite fucking scenes in the entire movie is he's running a sweatshop out of the nursing home.
My fingers hurt.
Great news, everybody. Arts and crafts just got extended by 4 hours.
Exactly.
My fingers hurt. Well, your back's going to hurt, Ethel. Guess you just got 6 hours of gardener service.
Oh, I love, he's going around too, just threatening all of the elderly people too. Like, it's like Happy visits Grandma and he's just like making eyes and like throat slashing signals and stuff like that. Like, it's like
gun to the head. Gun to the head. Yeah. I mean, it really pulled no punches and it landed. Yeah. It landed.
Oh, it's so good. I also love that you have, again, it's just well made. You have the Meester lady running up just Meester, like, no, Meester. Like this is a death camp. Don't bring your grandma here. I love doing this.
He just like throws the food. Like he just has like a bunch of like onion rings and like, it's like the sampler pack at Denny's just like comes out. It's like,
he's just hitting her with his Sonic order basically in the
exactly.
face. Yeah.
Here, eat this.
Oh my God. So that's what she's attacking. She's hungry. That's just good. It's good bits. Oh man. But yeah, this movie, I was surprised how well this held up. Like,
we have an early appearance of Will Sasso.
Yeah, Will Sasso is a moving man.
I don't know if you know who he is.
No.
Mad TV fame for sure.
He's like one of the funnier people to come off Mad TV.
Exactly. He was on Mad TV for decades.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't come around to the second season too. So I think this predates Mad TV.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mad TV didn't take off until like 96, 97.
Exactly. So I think this is just like, he's just kind of, answering those casting calls. Good on him. No, and he's great too. Like, I love that scene. This is also just going to be a gushing one, I think. I'm just going to be like, and then this thing happened and I loved it. I love the scene where Happy discovers his drive shot abilities. That scene is so great where it's
Yeah.
just like, it's like, oh, golf is for wusses, like, and snobs and jerks. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, pick up my couch. I got a hockey game to watch. And I love that he just takes out a man and his wife from 400 yards.
And their window.
And their window.
And their window.
It's comedy rule of 3, too. That's, again, this movie's well made.
Bang, bang.
And also, mind blower, it's written by the same duo. It's Adam Sandler and gonna pull it up really fast. But it's literally written by the same duo that wrote Billy Madison.
Tim Herlihy.
But there is a reason why this...
You're drunk.
No, I'm serious.
No, it's literally like Herlihy.
But there's no TH. It's just an H, so I don't know.
Herlihy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the H is silent? Thanks, guys.
I don't know.
Sure.
Can't tell the origin of that name. So they're either Irish or...
One of the reasons why this one is better, probably, and not probably, definitely, is Judd Apatow was an uncredited rewriter.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he definitely... This also has like Judd Apatow all over it.
Yeah.
Like, again, we got to do heavyweights one day, but it's got some heavyweight jokes. It's got the like, walk past something, notice it, double back. It's just got classic. Yeah, it's just the man knows how to write a decent bit.
Yep.
I understand I'm babbling right now, but yeah, the man is...
Nope. It very much explains the transition from Billy Madison to this. Competence steps in.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like we got a little more money here, so we're going to get a little more competent.
They took that Billy Madison money and they used it well.
Exactly. Yeah, they got Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Dude, God bless Carl Weathers. He's so good as Chubbs.
That's who I have winning the film.
Yeah,
I would agree.
I would agree too.
100%.
It would. I would have to split it between him and Shooter. I fucking love Shooter McGavin. He's so iconic.
Yeah, Christopher McDonald's great. I have it split between Carl Weathers and Bob Barker.
Yeah,
but so many great cameos from everybody. I mean, not even just cameos, but like side characters.
No, and again, like it's just so good at its like character building and storytelling. Like I love having. He tells you the story, but you don't even need Chubbs' story. Like, just comes in, clearly a guy who, didn't make it when he was in his prime, missing a hand. You've got all the pieces there, but then you get that fucking alligator story.
You get that story like 15 seconds into meeting that character.
Yeah.
Like,
no, we don't waste time.
It's like, and I've got his eye. Yeah. You're like, what?
Formaldehyde in his pocket.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, you just keep that around? Okay.
No, this is one of those too where you're like, oh, with material, Sandler's not bad because he's there on every beat too. Like, it's like, shows him the eyeball in a jar of formaldehyde. And the first thing he says, oh, you're pretty sick, Chubbs.
I always like the bit right before that where
he's getting toughened up for hockey season.
He's like in the batting cages, just like, oh,
that felt good.
Love that bit.
No, that's like a Jackass predate of like seeing that as a kid.
I watched people do that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he was a trendsetter
before his time.
Yeah, I was never stupid enough to stand in front of a slow pitch machine, but still, it was like one of those like, oh, I knew plenty of people who were.
Yeah, I actually played baseball. I know what that felt like already. I wasn't going to fucking
you're like, I
go into a batting cage.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No.
Yeah, but like the Chubbs like pulls the cord. He's like, hey, you still owe me like 15 pitches. Chubbs like, bro, we got bigger plans for you.
Yeah.
We got bigger plans for you.
Dude, hockey tryouts are only 364 days away. You got to toughen up.
And then he loses the hand like right afterwards.
I know.
There's so many iconic Chubbs bits like in the first like 3 minutes of that character.
Yeah,
exactly. No, it's like hand gets slapped off, run over.
It's like it gets slapped off, and then he's like, "Oh, don't worry, it's sturdy. It's made out of solid wood." And then the moving truck just like crunch. And then the next time you see him, it's only got like 2 fingers on it.
Gluing it back together.
Just gluing it back together every time.
I always really appreciated, and even as a kid watching this, like always appreciated that it's clearly like a hand past his hand.
Oh yeah,
it's the prosthetics bad. Yeah,
it's so long.
Yeah, it's so good though. I do love also like when his hand gets knocked off. Instead of apologizing, Billy's just embarrassedly tries to shake an imaginary hand. Like he's just like, "Oh, okay, good meeting you, bud."
We have an appearance of Robert Smigel
who
was Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. I don't know if you remember him. But he was also in Billy Madison as the chemistry teacher.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we kind of glossed over him there.
I totally missed that.
Yeah, but he's the IRS guy, the somewhat bad guy in this film. Taking Grandma's house.
Yeah, not to try and throw back too hard to Billy, but like, I think I missed him as the chemistry teacher because that whole chlorophyll, more like borophyll scene is like one of the cringier bits in the entire movie. Yeah.
No, I don't want to make out with you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I hope you don't. She's like 14.
And then there's that guy tried to move on her later.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get back into happier films.
Yeah.
Joke intended there. Oh my God.
The sheer him throwing him through the door. Like you're not gonna like what I have to say next.
Oh yeah.
We're taking the house too. Oh, yeah. You're gonna be really mad at me.
Yeah.
He was comically busts through the screen door. Yeah, I don't think he's happy with me. I don't think he likes me. Yeah, that's good.
Grandma.
Love her.
Frances Bay, the actress's name.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. I'm guessing.
Yeah, but also born before talkies.
Whoa.
Born in 1919.
Holy shit.
Before what?
Talkies,
like talking
sound
movies.
film. Yeah.
Oh, I heard talkies like the chip. I was like, is that are we like,
that poor woman.
She was BT.
Yeah.
Before talkies.
Before talkies, man. Never experienced that flavorful little roll.
But she has a
rest in fuego.
Yeah.
Recently learned about Takis and ranch. This is for the Patreon subscribers here.
There you go.
Takis and ranch, apparently.
Never had. I imagine it's got kind of the same sort of thing as like hot Cheetos and cream cheese, because that was like a big thing that people did.
Yeah.
For the sponsors.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsors Frito-Lay.
Roll me up in a beautiful little tortilla chip and bake me off.
You can Taki me wherever you'd like.
Exactly. Speaking of sponsorship, this movie is not, or this podcast is not sponsored by Subway, but holy shit is this movie.
Yeah. Oh, there's several. There's
Pepsi?
Pepsi as well.
Yeah,
Pepsi's
big time.
one.
That's when they learned how to get money for the film.
Yeah. But like there's a literal Subway ad.
Yeah, in the plot.
In the plot.
In the
and
plot
it's
film,
played off as a goof, but then it's like, this is just a segue into putting Subway on every single physical surface we can.
Yep. I'd have to give them credit for not doing it until halfway through the film.
Exactly.
There's that at least, but yeah, it's pretty blatant.
I wonder if that's how they sold it. I wonder if it's like one of those like...
There's another Adam Sandler film that's cringiously known. I think it's Click. Is known for, he works at an ad agency, so there's already kind of products being shoved in your fucking face. The entire film is nothing but an ad for all the product placements. This kind of starts it, I think.
Yeah.
If you're hearing this, PepsiCo.
Sorry, Pepsi.
We still love you, PepsiCo / Frito-Lay.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Just send us Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, that's a good bit too. It's like singer McGavin, right? He's like,
yeah, Shooter.
He's like, you can get me a Pepsi. Diet.
Yeah,
clearly. Well, it's like he didn't need to say that. Of course, he drinks Diet Pepsi. Look at him. Oh God, he's so fucking good though.
He's really good in
Christopher
this.
McDonald's great in every film he shows up in.
Oh yeah. No, he passed on this movie twice.
Probably after watching Billy Madison.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
The main reason why is like because he's so good at playing a slimy bastard, and he just was like so sick of being typecast as a villain. But it was just one of those like read the script again and was like, okay, yeah, we'll do it. This movie also, I mean, I grew up pretty poor and stuff like that, so it's not like I was going to be hanging out at country clubs anyways, but this movie definitely influenced me from a young age not to like golf. It definitely planted a T somewhere in my brain, that was just like, oh yeah, like that's for hoity-toity snobs who aren't cool.
I grew up in a poor golfing family, so it never occurred to me you needed money to play golf.
I appreciated the T pun there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Playing the T in my brain.
I grew up golfing as a kid just because my brother golfed, and I don't golf anymore. But fun fact, one of my like favorite weekend things to do is watch golf on TV. Have you guys watched golf on TV lately?
Not
lately,
since I didn't have cable as a child and was like, oh God, it's time to go outside.
It is the best nap.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was going to say.
Oh, yeah. It puts you right the fuck to sleep.
It's just like cool winds, birds chirping.
There's a
and
reason
then
the
two
announcers
gentlemen just like
whispering into microphones, even though they're nowhere near the hole.
Oh my God.
It's like ASMR. That's what ASMR
it
is
is.
replaced.
It is like the equivalent of like putting a child in the back seat of the car and driving around the block for me. Like I'm out in 15 seconds, just out, and it's such a nice slumber. So yeah, two pro tips so far: talkies and ranch, and golf. And it doesn't even have to be current golf. Like I don't have cable either.
Oh yeah,
but as part of like the Roku, you get like the PGA channel.
Oh, there you go.
So you can just like watch old golf, and it's just as good.
It can be. It's the only thing more boring than watching golf is watching old golf. It's like, oh yeah, Tiger cleans this one up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even have to pay attention.
You imagine people sitting around reminiscing about certain golf days.
Yeah.
I can do fondly.
This is one of the first. I don't know if Heavyweights predates this. I'll have to double check. But it's one of the first times I ever saw Adam Covert in a movie. He plays the homeless gentleman that becomes his caddy.
Yeah.
He ends up becoming a Happy Madison staple. He's definitely like in a ton of Adam Sandler movies. But I love that he plays like a Marcel, like Silent Bob kind of character.
Yep.
It's just the homeless gentleman who never says anything.
Yeah.
It's all physical comedy. I love the bit where he's washing his body in the pond, and then we transition from that to him washing his underwear in the ball washer. And
I think the speaking of caddies, the like blonde kid that's his first caddy.
Yeah.
He's like, told you not to tell me not to let me do anything stupid. Where were you on that one? That's so good.
So loving not knowing the concept of a caddy because he is such a fish out of water that he thinks the kid's just trying to steal his clubs at first.
Hey,
Beats the shit out of him.
No, I'll carry these.
Yeah.
But also it's one of those things where obviously aside from the love interest, homeless caddy is like one of the few people in the entire film he never yells at. He's always like weirdly polite with the homeless caddy. Just it's because maybe because he just working class man among all the upper echelons.
Yeah, the only other person you can identify with.
Most relatable.
Yeah. Most relatable person is his homeless caddy.
They had the same shoes on.
Yeah,
like Tim's before Tim's were cool.
Is this where the notion of the happy place comes from? The meme in later films. I don't remember it ever coming up in any other idea, place, movie,
Find
book.
your happy place.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, this is a very Zen movie. If we want to get deep again.
Yeah, of course we do.
Because like Zen, I mean, golf is a pretty Zen sport as it is.
Unless you're Top Golf.
Yeah. Then you just blast. Yeah, exactly. Blasting balls all day and 2-for-1 any tizers.
Fond memories.
I wish we had one closer.
Such a good time.
But yeah, I love Kevin Nealon in this movie too. Just speaking of Zen, he always plays the most Zen characters in movies. That's got to be an actual personal trait of his. If they just keep calling on it that much.
That's basically him. Yeah. I mean, he used to do the weekend update on Saturday Night Live, and he was just reserved, understated, quiet guy, but saying the most outrageous shit. Yeah.
That's the other golfer that he's paired with.
Yeah,
it's the guy that tells him to send the ball home.
Right.
Exactly.
Put it in the hole.
Ride the bull.
Are you too good for your home?
Yeah. Doing the bowl dance, working the green.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere with that Zen comment, and it's okay. I don't remember. That's
so Zen.
So Zen. So at peace.
So, sort of Zen. We have a reappearance of penguins at the putt-putt course. The first hole they go to is penguin themed.
Yes.
I picked up on that just because I watched Billy Madison right before this.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's rocking a Penguins jersey the entire time, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Yes. Pittsburgh. No, it's Bruins, isn't it?
He's got all kinds of stuff. He's
wearing a Bruins hat for sure.
Bruins a hat, and then he's got a Ducks jersey on at one point, I think.
All the birds.
All of the birds.
Yeah.
Birds and bears.
Apparently, all of the golf courses in this film were filmed in Canada.
It makes sense because there's a bit where they're in San Francisco, and I was like, that is not San Francisco in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No, it's fucking it's the Canadian Rockies.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like fucking where they found Laura Palmer's body when they're on the coast. I was like, no, that is not San Francisco.
Yeah, a lot of British Columbia, and that's kind of why in some of the shots, if you're looking close, some of it it's raining in between takes.
Oh,
like when Shooter and Happy are arguing and stuff. Yeah, you can cut to and they're fucking soaked. It's fucking raining hard. Had to use what take they got. I have that as a nitpick. I don't know why it bothers me. I don't know why they didn't just go to an actual. I know it's cheaper to film in Canada, but also why not just say you're filming in Canada?
It would make sense as a hockey.
Yeah. He's
Right.
already up there, trying out.
Exactly. That's what I'm. Yeah,
That
I mean,
makes
it's interchangeable, I guess. But like, why lie? Why lie about San Francisco? Why say that word?
Because they want our American dollars. They want it to be made in the good old USA. That's why. Shooter McGavin and Happy. The chemistry, the Sandler McDonald chemistry is so fucking good.
Yeah.
God, early on when they first meet, I think that's my favorite like bit of the whole movie is after Happy won the first tournament and gets to go to the actual like tour, and they're all standing around, and there's 4 golfers. Shooter McGavin's one of them, and they're all in their gold jackets, right? Which a trope of the Masters jacket, which is green, which they actually bring up because in that bit they're like, Shooter's not wearing one because he doesn't have one, and Happy benevolently he's just like, oh, where's yours? And like he doesn't know that he's super dissing him. Super diss.
Yeah.
And then there is a line where he's like, well, I don't know if it's gold or green, doesn't matter. And green is like what the actual jacket in real golf is.
Yeah, the guy Doug is actually wearing one at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of picked up on that. The like leader of the whole tour, the CEO or whatever.
Yeah, I liked how aloof Sandler played that.
Oh yeah, he's so good. On that, back on the green gold jacket bit, they actually had a golf consultant working on the film, like someone who was helping make sure that they were saying the right terms and doing all these things and whatnot. And he, takes golf so seriously that he was the reason why they don't use a green jacket. They use a gold jacket because he would not let them make too big of a dig at the PGA. He's like, no.
Yeah.
This is the Masters tournament. Show some goddamn respect.
Was it Lee Trevino?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the guy that has like when Shooter makes a faux pas or whatever, he's always shaking his head, like the actual pro golfer. Lee Trevino, he pops up in it all the time.
Yeah, he's in there. That's fun.
But like I'm glad he was in it. It's funny, but you don't have to go far to find a golf expert.
No.
You don't have to. I don't even know if they paid him, but you don't have to pay anyone.
It's not like Lee Trevino is like a household, like it's not Phil Mickelson. It's not Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, nobody was up there, but like back before Tiger, Lee was Trevino was a name.
Yeah,
just like Nicholson and the other guys.
Yeah, just before my time.
Yeah.
I'll have to go rewatch some of that old golf.
Yeah, exactly. Tune into the old
Keep
golf
my
games,
eye
yeah.
open.
Keep one eye open. It's like, there's Trevino. Okay, I can pass out now. I do love that Happy makes golf exciting for everyone, though.
Yeah.
Brings the crowds, turns it into like a complete circus. It's almost like a full-on tailgating kegger kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Tiger, that's kind of what it's prescient, because that's exactly what Tiger Woods did to the sport, was to invigorate a whole new audience into it, because everyone was aging out.
Yeah, there was less like riding the pony celebrations, but
there should have been. There should have been some shenanigans.
I mean, I'm sure Tiger had some shenanigans, we know, but just off course. And then, ninth green at 9 p.m. That's such a good one.
That's
too.
such a good bit.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
I also love that he gets to go on a date with, I have her name written down. Keep calling her the PR woman, which is shitty of me. Her character has a name. But I love that he gets to go on a date with her because he doesn't commit an act of violence. It's like a little treat. She's like, I don't date golfers. He's like, well, I'm a hockey player. Da, da. And then like he tries to ask her out again. And she's like, well, since you're behaving. And it's because she had to intervene from him committing an act of violence. And then he's like, you know what? not going to stab this man with a broken bottle. Gonna let it go. It's like, oh, you're slowly becoming a gentleman, Happy.
Yeah, it was forced.
No, it was very forced.
Much resistance.
No getting around that.
Love the chemistry between Happy and Shooter. No chemistry between Happy and the love interest.
Yep.
Which is Virginia Venet, played by Julie Bowen. There you go. She is a human being with a name.
Classic VV name, right?
Yeah, he's got a weird. Sandler's got a weird thing with his female love interests of just they have double initial.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Vicky Valancourt sticks out.
Veronica who was the one from Billy?
I think that's one of the ones that isn't.
Oh yeah, Veronica Vaughn.
Yep.
Never mind.
No, it's just his thing.
Yeah, it's apparently a thing.
It's like, all right, so this is the chick I'm in love with in this movie. Her name's Barbara Billings. There we go. We got a name.
I have one award to give.
Oh, please do.
I have the Roger Deakins Would Be Proud Award for the crane down shot with the hockey rink maintenance guy singing Endless Love.
Oh, that bit's so good. That's the only good thing about their date.
There's good chemistry there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know an entire story about that Zamboni driver.
Really?
Just from that one shot.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting. I was like...
And then the closing of the eyes at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That's like fucking masterful filmmaking right there in one shot.
Exactly.
You could have a whole semester of classes on that one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would make that my thesis just to piss my instructors off.
30 seconds.
That's right.
Poor Zamboni driver, always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
The Bob Barker fight.
Oh yeah. I mean, Bob Barker's kind of an asshole is my takeaway from the Bob Barker fight. Also, I think like in the film and off, the only reason they approached him and he's like, oh, I'm not doing this trash.
Yeah.
The only reason he said yes is because they said he gets to win the fight.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, okay. I get to be the bigger man? Sure. The Price is Wrong, bitch, was something that was just did not have any context ever, but was just yelled all the time.
Yes. It was like a salutation.
Exactly. It's kind of like
Price is Wrong, bitch.
We just love ending things with bitch. It was like I'm Rick James, bitch, kind of thing. Like where it's just like, oh yeah, it would just people would just yell the Price is Wrong, bitch, with no context ever.
Yep.
The biker fight. Oh, I wish it was a biker fight. The Barker fight went on way longer than I remember.
I thought that was the part of the funny part.
No, it was great. But like in my mind, like
done. It was
in my nostalgic like little bit, it was just like, oh, they rib each other. Couple punches are thrown. Price is Wrong, bitch. Yeah. Happy gets knocked out. But it's like, no, they keep going. I thought it was very stoked.
I thought it went through the arc of like funny, not funny,
funny
again.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they did a great job.
Same thing with the alligator fight.
Also,
when he goes for his ball and finds the alligator that took Chubb's hand.
The revenge.
Yeah.
The a nitpick I have, I think Chubbs mentions he was playing in Florida when that happened.
Yeah.
But they're obviously not playing in Florida when he meets that alligator again. Like, did the alligator get on a plane and follow Chubbs around?
Swam up that mighty Mississippi and
geography is hard in this film. Apparently.
Yeah.
Not a lot of gators.
I hate to say it, but
BC.
it took me right out of the film.
That was the part.
That was the part.
That was where it lost you.
That's where I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, also, I love that I don't love that they have to kill him off because I understand you've got to, just that classic hitting the beats of a movie thing of like, oh, we need to like lose hope and da-da-da. But
I know what you're going to say, and I felt the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, like, why did Chubbs have to die falling to his death from gator PTSD? Like, that's a rough end.
Yeah.
It was like...
It was the heart of the film.
Like, I know.
Yeah, it was... yeah. I mean, you do get the, like... in the sky, waving along.
Yeah, with Abraham Lincoln and the gator.
Like,
it's nice to know
that's almost worth it.
It's nice to know heaven is a very balanced place.
I'll buy that.
Yeah. It's like the gator's welcome in heaven, Lincoln's welcome in heaven, everyone's welcome in heaven.
And it was
it's
Lincoln,
great.
So like he hasn't been like ousted of like, we can still celebrate Lincoln, so you can still celebrate like, it wasn't Washington or like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You imagine like Christopher Columbus in
and you're
like, be a different movie. Like, do they all go to hell?
It's actually hell.
I only have one theory behind, aside from like the very obvious, we need to hit story beats and kill Chubbs off. But I feel like it was just one of those like, okay, the audience is starting to get sick of the hand jokes. Because that's about when the hand jokes wore thin, was like the final like wooden nail in the coffin was just like he shakes Chubbs' hand that's resting on top of the coffin. Which was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all I have. That's all I mean, I really enjoyed the movie. I laughed way more than Billy Madison.
Yes. Yeah, agreed.
Way more.
Had much more fond nostalgia reliving this movie.
Oh, I can recommend this movie. That's what's crazy.
Right on.
Like, I can't just like, I can't be like, I saw Billy Madison again the other day. This is like, I watched Happy Gilmore the other day and I had a great time.
Right on.
I got just a couple more quick things before we wrap up. I don't know where we're at for time.
Me neither. I left it recording. So
beautiful.
Lost track. But I'm pretty sure we're at an hour.
Nice. I just want a quick touch on, as we're rounding bases here. Fucking love Mr. Larson. The boss, Happy's boss that gets a nail gun to the head.
Yep.
I love his coming, even though he got, shot in the head and beat up Happy, he still supports like his ex-employee. Oh God, the moments between him and Shooter are so good.
And we didn't touch on the heckler.
No, we didn't touch. Yeah, we got a bit more, man.
Oh yeah, there's that guy.
But yeah, just really quick on Mr. Larson. I love the bit where it's like he has to play the ball off of his foot. And it's like,
your ball struck my foot.
It's so good.
He gets, that whole bit is amazing. Just beat by beat is so fucking good. Shooter having to play the ball off his foot. And like you pan, again, talking about master filmmaking. It's like, oh no, it's on someone's foot. Whose foot is it on? Pan up, keep panning up because this person's a giant. You get to the chest and it's his shirt and it says, guns don't kill people, I kill people. Goes up to his face, full on pro wrestler mode. Makes it the hit and he's like, that's 2 strokes, Shooter. And he's Shooter's like, oh good, you can count. It's one of my favorite bits in the entire movie. Mr. Larson's like, and you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
The actor Richard Kiel.
Yeah, Richard Kiel is amazing. I also love that at the very end of the film when Shooter obviously loses because it's an Adam Sandler movie and we can't, have any conflict. Shooter loses, steals Happy's golden jacket, as one last final like weak hurrah of like, I'm still going to get this no matter what. Only to be chased down and then beaten to a living pulp by Mr. Larson off camera. So like you just hear, I love that it's just added ADR to it. It's just, stay still, you're making it worse. And then just like Shooter just screaming in agony.
Joe Flaherty was the heckler.
The heckler, yeah. Let's. I'm down to talk about the heckler for a second. That was another really annoying, just in this era, just people repeating over and over again, you will not make this putt, jackass.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yep, very much.
That went on longer than I remember too.
Yeah. Oh, way longer.
I didn't feel like that one came back in the comedic arc.
No, not at all.
Like it was funny and then it was not funny and then it was still not funny.
Yeah.
Like he never got back out.
The heckler does have one comedic bit that I will defend though, is when you find out that he's in cahoots with Shooter and being paid off and just wants to be Shooter's bud.
Keeps wanting to go to Red Lobster.
Keeps wanting to take him to Sizzler. Yeah. That's I laughed really hard on the first one because it's just so out of the blue. It's like, oh, maybe we go get some Sizzler after this. And then when they do the callback and he gets called into, which I also don't remember him almost running Happy down in a car on the golf course.
Volkswagen.
Yeah. But I just love that when he's calling him in, like, I need you to do it. This is our final solution kind of thing. It's like, okay, Shooter. But we're getting Sizzler after. Like, it just brings it back, and it's like, it's so good.
I do want to give him a stunt credit. He was actually on fire when he got out of the Volkswagen.
That was the actual actor doing that?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That was him. I mean, you can see his face.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's just his arm. But like, that's like, I don't know. That's
real fire.
That's
real fire.
That's creditable.
That's dedication right there.
I think, yeah. Well, there was it Billy Madison where the Eric was on fire? Where they're in the chemistry lab.
Yeah, exactly.
The decathlon. I forgot about that thing.
That's also why I was like, oh, that was him, because like my brain, again, even though we just watched these movies, my brain just melts them together.
Yeah. But like the fire stunt they did in Billy Madison, just to go back to that movie, but like the mask the guy had to wear looked like a Jason mask.
Oh yeah,
it looked like a real fucking burn victim. It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I also just want to, since we are kind of, getting to the 18th hole here. But I just want to throw out 2 quick shooter lines, or 3 shooter lines.
What?
Oh, I know, it's okay. You can hate me, it's fine. We didn't touch on of course, the very iconic "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast."
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Yeah, that's so good.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love.
Those lines lived on. Like, those were said outside the movie a million times.
Yeah, and then Shooter telling his little, going up before the tour starts and telling his little story, like about. It's like, oh yeah, you were stuck in the sand trap so long, like they called David Hasselhoff from Baywatch. And then you come back and he's telling the story, the exact same story, the same joke again, because that's the only thing he has, the only comedic bit.
The other guy's like, yeah, it was funnier the first time.
Exactly. But I love it when all of the tailgating and stuff is starting to really take off. And Shooter's getting heckled and he's like, damn you people, go back to your shanties. And then when he's trying to get Happy kicked off for all of the crazy antics that he's doing, he's like, no. It's like, this used to be a sport. I just saw 2 fat, naked bikers having sex in the woods. So good. I also love, you touched on the Happy Place earlier. I love that part of the Happy Place is a little person dressed as a cowboy riding a hobby horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I truly love that his anti-Happy Place is just Shooter making out with and trying to have sex with all of his loved ones.
Grandma wearing the kiss mask.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The swallowed that tongue, man.
I know.
Oof.
That's what, dude. McDonald he's so good.
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I love Christopher McDonald. I don't remember anything he was ever bad in.
No.
He's a great character actor, supporter.
Mostly plays the same character, but goddamn does he nail that one character.
I always mistook him for Joe Piscopo. I don't know if you guys even know who that is.
I vaguely do. He was like super old Saturday Night Live era, yeah.
He was the Christopher McDonald of the 80s. But
perennial villain.
Yeah. But he was also on Saturday Night Live and like, I don't know. He just showed up in SNL movies like with Belushi and stuff like that.
I'm so glad McDonald took the role eventually because like Kevin Costner and Tim Allen were both considered.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Which would have been horrible.
Yep. Would have been a different movie.
Fun one that, in an alternate universe, Bruce Campbell auditioned.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
For Shooter.
Oh, dude.
That would have been so good, but I
have a general rule. You put Bruce Campbell in anything,
it just goes
I'll be happy to watch
stock,
it. Yeah, no matter what.
But he got turned down. He auditioned and never got a call back.
That's in his younger years too. He would have been fucking
amazing. He would have been on fire, yeah.
Fucking hell.
No, instead he goes off and makes
I want to watch that movie.
Yeah. Oh, as long as
Costner would have been that would have been a different movie.
As long as we're on casting what ifs.
Yeah.
Eric, I'll just throw it back to Billy Madison because we didn't touch on any of this because we got really philosophical in the last episode.
If you need to find yourself.
Exactly. If you need centering, listen to the Billy Madison episode.
Telling you, Miss Lippy, man.
Yeah, dude, she's spirit animal right there.
That's right.
But Eric, the role was actually written to be played by Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, yeah, I did read that.
The only reason he didn't get it is because the studio was like, bro, you cannot keep casting and exclusively hiring your friends.
Yeah.
Charles Bronson turned down the role to play his dad, too, in Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman auditioned for Billy Madison.
As Eric, right?
As Eric, yeah.
Got it.
And they were like, oh, my God, you're amazing.
Yeah.
And then he just thought about it and was like, I don't want to no, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't care how bad Rent is right now. I think
this was like right before he went and did Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
And like started getting a real presence.
A real.
Yeah, real. Yeah.
That's what I got for casting one. Otherwise, it's all just, Sandler likes to put his friends in movies.
Yeah. As as one might do. If you have the clout.
Exactly.
If you got friends.
He's got or hangers on.
Hangers on.
People of lesser talent who need a paycheck.
At least lesser money.
Yeah.
Lesser clout.
Sometimes lesser clout, because there's like, I would say like Adam Covert is I don't know if we'll ever do Grandma's Boy. I would like to do Grandma's Boy. I still hold a nostalgic flag for that one a little bit, but
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's in the Happy Madison like production company.
Sure.
But it's like they took what would have been an Adam Sandler movie and they gave it to Adam Covert.
Okay.
And he does a great fucking job.
Right on.
When did Happy Madison become a thing?
It's got to be in a post, and I know we're such professionals, we could look this up right now, but it's got to be in a post, like Big Daddy world.
Right, it was several years after.
Like this is...
I think Big Daddy was the first Happy Madison.
Oh, was it?
Because I think after Wedding Singer in 98, yeah, they kind of started Big Daddy.
Started their own kind of
50
thing.
First Dates.
Yeah.
That was all Happy Madison.
Okay, because like my first like my brain like remembering seeing the title card is Longest Yard.
Yeah, well, that was 2006 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that recently too.
Okay.
Kind of still like it.
Is Little Nicky a Happy Madison movie?
Don't think so.
Okay, because I feel like maybe that's the cutoff then. Maybe like right around Little Nicky time.
I think
It's like when he starts his own company.
That was like 97.
That's after.
Was that after?
Yeah.
I don't
To be fair, in the double disc version,
Take us back to your childhood.
Yeah.
Happy Madison opening credit.
There we go.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I felt like they made it for that box set.
Could be actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like re-release.
I'm sure they got the rights to their movies afterwards.
Yeah.
Were able to put that on there.
It's a good thing they didn't have to like Taylor Swift it and re-record it all.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Could you imagine?
That'd be amazing. Actually, that would be really...
That might be fun.
Sandler now.
Might be fun.
Sandler now,
Oh, God.
like post Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Post Hustlers. But yeah, I think that's all I got on this double feature, my guys.
I vote to let live.
I vote to let...
Yeah.
There's some ableism and sexism as in any 90s film.
Yeah, but it's... The thing with this one is it's like at least for every little shitty 90s joke that happens in this movie, there's at least some plot. There's character development. Adam Sandler says his lines. He doesn't make Tim Allen grunts. Like, he does the thing. He doesn't just cash the check. He actually shows up, reads a script, says the words on the page. So, I don't know. He gets a passing grade on this one. I would hand him the keys to my hotel fortune on this one. I'm gonna definitely...
That's a great point. I think Happy Gilmore runs the Madison Hotel Company way better than Billy Madison
better.
does.
Oh yeah,
way better.
But yeah,
like in the tier it goes Eric, the Penguin,
yeah,
Happy Gilmore, and then Billy Madison.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Hoffman, I just remembered they were both in Punch Drunk Love, which was a very strange Adam Sandler movie.
I'd love to do that one too.
I love that film. I watch it all the time. It's just fucking weird people.
Yeah.
Weird people being weird. I dig it.
It's a good time.
Yeah, long live this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a classic. It should be.
It was on Comedy Central every hour for a reason. It was. Or not even Comedy Central, TBS. This is like
it's just syndicated.
Yeah, this is full on TNT
for good reason.
Yeah,
it's tame enough. I think it's tamer than Billy Madison.
Yeah,
like you couldn't have
tamer
like,
in all the right
there's no bloody clown
areas.
In it.
Yeah, and like all the like actual funny parts of Billy Madison you couldn't show even on cable TV. Like
no, and like all of the bits that really hit in Happy are just that much smarter and wittier that it's like, oh yeah, it's like we don't have to censor this. This joke plays without showing the bloody clown or like showing the kid piss his pants. It's like, oh yeah, this works. Which we didn't talk about really in the last one, but you don't need to.
Stop bringing up bad memories. Man.
I know, sorry.
We already buried that one.
Buried it. It's dead. If you keep naming it, it's harder.
I say Happy Gilmore gets to live if we never have to talk about Billy Madison again.
Oh, absolutely.
Deal.
Right on.
Well, on that note.
Oh, yeah, we never closed out the last show, did we? We kind of just said, fuck it, we're done.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, thank you for listening. If you have, and if you are still, please check out our Patreon. We have many, many subscribers now. That's a lie. But we need more.
We're doing so good. We don't need you people. But I mean, if you want to join, it'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you felt like it, whatever. But yeah. This has been the Nostalgia Killers. I have been Luke Lones.
I have been Chuck Starzensky.
And I've been Jason Santos.
Bang, bang.
Outro music.
That was fun.
That was good.
Never done 2 back to back. Sorry about the very sloppy beginning there.
Oh, don't worry
I was
about
like,
it.
I've got this. I'm just gonna.
No, this is like we're figuring it out.